Hey, hello everyone. Hola Felipe, how you doing? How are you doing? Let's see how else can join. Friday, fun day. Let's see how many people comes. Hello, Chan Chandra Sekaran. Did I say it right? Hola Alex. Hello Tocayo. Hello Michelle, Francine. How are you? Chandru. Hey Chandru, thank you for your email. Thank you for your email. Uh, so give it a second, and probably we need to ask more people. Hey, yes. Hello, neighbor. How are you? Ready for the fall break? Yeah. Yeah. Finally, our kiddos. Yes. Yes. She's a Houstonian. Well, she's not Houstonian, but she lives like very close to my home. And one of her kids, it's in the same school than my youngest. So good, Chandru. All right. So let me ask you something. This morning, I received two separate messages. One was from Chandru, and the other one was from Marta. They told me that when they went to the website, the charts were showing the ones from the 18. Uh, I I run some tests. I did it on my computer, on my laptop, and on my phone, and they were all showing today's chart. I don't know what happened. So I think I don't know. I think you just need to change a clear cache. I don't know. Delete cookies. Refresh refresh the website. But they were showing today's. Let me show you daily charts. All right. Can you see my screen now? Yes. All right. So okay. So if I go here, can you see it says 11:21? So these are today's charts. These are today's charts. I don't know what happened. And if I click on the link, oh, this is what happened when you click the link. Oh, well, that guys, that was me. That was me because I changed the links. I mean, I kind of have like my step by step thing for the mornings, and I actually did it. Not sure if I didn't like save the text. That was my mistake. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So I hope that you were like able to use these charts. Did Yeah. I'm sorry that I didn't know. I didn't know what were you talking about. So it was the link. So when you click on the link, yeah, when you click on the link, it shows the 18. Boomer. Sorry guys. Sorry. That yeah, I didn't understand, Marta. Sorry. And I just received an email from Chandru like an hour ago or something. I was reading that and I was like, what? No, actually, even I replied to him with a screenshot from my phone. I was taking breakfast And I was like, okay, no, come on, man, look at this. This is 11:21. But I didn't understand that it was on the links. Sorry, guys. I promise. I promise. I'm gonna fix it. I promise I'm gonna fix it. Next Monday, it's not gonna happen again. All right. Yeah. Sorry. Well, at least you had the charts on YouTube and the charts on the gallery, right? So I'm sorry. It was entirely on my side. My mistake. Sorry about that. Um. Okay. Tu. Well, thank you guys. I mean, I just didn't notice, and also, no, I don't remember who, but someone else told me on Discord. But you know how I am. I mean, once I am on the market, it's like I turn off my Discord, WhatsApp, Telegram, and everything that distracts me. So yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I'm a bit ashamed. Complete boomer. That's how my kids. When I do something like a dad mistake, it's like, oh come on, dad, boomer, bro. uh, that's what happened today. That's what happened today. All right, guys. Well, I'm sorry again, and promise that Monday we won't have this kind of issues. I'm gonna double check every image, every link that I share. All right. Okay. So what happened today? What happened today? Let me go to the charts here. Okay. What happened today? What happened pre-market? All right. Do you know? Do you know what is this candle here? Do you know what this candle is? I'm gonna tell you. Fed speaker. So if you are one of these guys, full disclosure, just like me, that you think that the Fed speakers have zero impact on the market, well, guys, today they did. Today they did. Actually, today's Fed speaker, I don't remember his name, but this guy is one of the, like the one of the most respected ones, and he was talking about rate cuts. So market reacted. They said like, okay, well, this is gonna be free money, and they reacted on the pre-market, but they they had like a shy reaction, and I'm not saying I mean, probably on a regular day that was not a shy reaction, but after the sell-off, after the bloodbath from yesterday, that was a kind of, like a very shy reaction. So what happened today? The first half hour, the first 40 minutes, it was so boring that I actually went to my kitchen for coffee like twice. It was super boring. Barcode, price action, barcode mode, price action. And well, finally, we kind of broke the range right here. It was 10 15, 10 16, something like that. We broke the range. For me, let me tell you this. For me, this was the key level. This was the key level. If we broke this key level, I was like, oh well, we are going 648. If we break this key level, we are going 648. It was not to 648, but well, it was close enough, right? So we had a few fake outs early in the morning. 9:45 we broke, then we came back, but look at this candle. Reclaim of everything, right? Reclaim of the 15-minute chart key level, 5-minute opening range low, opening price. So okay, well, first strike. This was a fake out. Second chance here. We break this key level. We have a shy reaction here. I'm waiting here. Next candle. Well, nothing happened. We went up again. third chance. Third chance. We broke again. We broke again. But we finally have some decent rejections. Decent rejections here. Decent rejections here. This is 654. 654 is below my 15-minute chart key level, below my 5-minute opening range low. So I decided to, okay, well, this is gonna be the one. So I opened my position right here, 1015. 1015. I trim at the previous day close, just 1/4 of my position. I hit 25%. I hit 25%. And do you remember, guys, that I told you a few weeks ago that now if my contracts go beyond 25%, I set my stop loss to break even. I just moved my stop loss to break even on the contracts, not on the assets. I mean, not on the underlying, on my contracts. And especially because it was a Friday, I said like, well, let's do it. So I trim my position right here, and I was stop out on this candle. I was stop out on this candle. So I still got the drawing here, because I mean, if you stayed on this chart, on this trade, if you stayed on this trade, and you were expecting for your stop loss to be broken, I mean, this is the candle where that stopped you, right? We come back, we tag today's open 655, and I want to show you what is this black white box. It's a resistance turn into support, turn into resistance again, right? So that's why I have this white box right here. So okay, so we come here, tag and reject hard 655, and I was like, oh, come on again. Well, this is gonna be kind of my 84% rule for my break retest boom to the downside. Let's do it. So I enter here again. What is this candle? 1027. I enter here again, right below the 654 key level on the 15-minute chart, and well, I had 1/4 of my position right here at low of the day. Well, actually, I mean, I was waiting for the break of low of the day, so it was on this candle, 1/4 of my position, and I took out half my position on these candles, because I was watching here 651 being a huge level here on SPY. So I took out half my position around here, 50% on profits, and then on this break of the previous day low, on this reclaim of the previous day low, I took like 10%, and I closed my position on this candle here. Not on this one, on this one. I'm gonna be completely honest. Once we reclaim previous day close, I closed my position here. It was a decent day for me. This was a small win, because I only have 25% on 1/4 of my position, and the rest was break even. So I had something like 8%. Yeah, I think it was like 8 or 10% for my whole trade. But this one was really nice. This one was like 40 or 35 or something like that. So yeah, I had a really nice day today on Friday. 2 trades, not bad. All right, so let me go to your questions. Cuba, hi Neto, how did your puts work today? Well, nice. Nice, not like yesterday, but really nice. Okay. Okay, issues on the website. Today's chart. I had some trouble finding your levels on my chart. Okay. Ricardo, no trades today for you. Days like today, I don't really like. Yeah, that's great, Ricardo. That's great. I mean, it was super choppy the first 45 minutes or 30 minutes. It was super choppy. So on days like this, it's when I mean, if you don't like to play this kind of awful price action, it's always a good idea, to preserve your capital, your mental capital also, right? So yeah, the great decision there. Uh, Stay in cash is also a position. So good job there. Good job there. Um, Angel, for your second trade on 84% rule, what will be your stop loss? Just as you are watching here, my stop loss will be like the 1 minute opening range slow, because that was kind of like 20% negative. Yeah, remember, yeah, and that's a really good question, Angel. That's a really good question. So usually what I do here is I show you how the stop loss should be if you are trading, like other than same day expiration, right? If you are trading something else, this could be your stop loss, like the top of the, or the bottom of the retesting candles. For the break retest boom, what I do is I take my losses if it hits like 20%. All right, Nato, but that's too much. Yeah, I know, but look at this. I mean, one small trade can give me like that 25%. One decent trade can give me 50%. Usually, guys, I have something really nice to tell you. um I have like a long streak, like a long streak. I think we are well above 10 weeks with at least one banger. What I call bangers, when I have when my last contracts are at least 100%. So yeah, we are on a good streak. We are on a good streak. I'm super happy. Actually, yeah, this week I was talking to one of my students on the coaching program, and she was like, "Oh, Neto, I mean that you did it again. That's great. I mean, I don't remember a week without this." And I started going to the Pause Your Gains channel, and I I stopped when I was 12 weeks. I stopped when I was 12 weeks. But probably this weekend I'm gonna look for that. I think that's a great data, piece of data, to show you, and you can understand the potential of this setup, right? Because also I want to show you, I mean, how much of a drop on dollar amount. Usually it's 100% if you are taking same day expiration, right? The reason of this is not for bragging. I want you to understand how well this setup can work, right? So yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna show you like, oh, look at this, I'm super winner. No. It's I want to show you how sometimes $1, $2 drop, it's a more than 100% play. And I mean, if you are back testing or forward testing the break retest boom, at least you can have more context on how this setup works. All right. um, Jesse, I took the same first trade that didn't scale out. You only have one contract and got stopped. You did not re-enter 84% rule. Okay, small red for the day. Survive another day to trade next week. Good job there, Jesse. Declan, Neto, would you say this is a good no trade day for people who are not consistent? Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, look at this. Price action was awful. Even on this break and retest of these key levels, it's very small move. It's a very small move. So if you were aware that the first 20-30 minutes it's just like a barcode thing, you just stay away or wait for some clear trend like we just had here, right? I mean, this is a clear trend. This is a really clear trend. This 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 is this is crappy price action, right? This is crappy price action. Yeah, so yes, Declan, I will say like if you are watching the market and you see that first 20-30 minutes, I mean it's just going nowhere. Uh yeah, I will say like you can skip the day or wait for something like this, right? Something like a nice trend, like nice, strong, super clear trend. So you don't get stuck in these ranges. Mm, uh, Grigar, hi Neto, for your stop loss, do you wait for the close or once it reaches your percentage, you close it manually? Usually, I wait for the close, unless it's like a very strong candle that with some experience you start identifying the candles that are the beginning of a squeeze. So if you are watching one of those candles, I mean, you just close it close to your stop loss. But if it's slowly grinding to the upside, I mean, everything can happen. So I wait for the candle to close. I don't know how to explain, but that comes with experience. So you can identify how the candles are actually moving. All right. Aniket, you took SPY today after break of high of the day. This one here, like here. Entry was 1148. 1148. Good. Oof. 1148. Like here. Your stop loss is at the bottom of this candle here. The break and retest of pre-market high of the day. All right. And you have two cons held till 660.50. Oh my god. Great trade. Great trade. Congratulations there, Aniket. Good win. Yeah, great win to end the week. Angel, we like seeing your PNL in dollar amount as well. I only share like my monthly review. Yeah, you know what, Angel, I really don't like to share my PNL because it doesn't say anything. I mean, I can make $100 with a $200 position, and that's a great trade, right? It's a 50% trade. But I could do $1,000 with a $50,000 position, and it's not that great, right? So that's why I like, and that's my personality entirely. It's not a rule from the community. It's not something that I was requested to do. That's just how I was expecting when I started learning, how I was expecting other people to share their experience. Again, if they show me like like a screenshot of their PNL saying like they did $5,000, $2,000, $20,000, that says nothing about like how well they executed their trade, right? So that's why I like to show you my percentage on the return of investment percentage on my contracts, because that I think that's way well more oriented for education, and also it gives you like a way better idea or expectations about your trades, right? I mean, again, if what if I tell you like, look at this, how much money do you think that I made on this trade? 51%. It's just a question. I'm not gonna answer, right? I'm not gonna answer. But how much do you think I made on this trade, Angel? $5,000 enough? Yeah, Tokayo. That I love I love that answer. Right? I love that answer, guys. There's a book that one of my favorite books on yeah, on my top three favorite books of it's a one book I read 2 years ago. It's The Psychology of Money, right here. The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. Can you see this? This is gold. This is gold. I told you like several times on previous sessions. This is gold. And one of the one of the chapters that I like the most is the one that is called Enough. And it he tells a story about a hedge fund manager. He was like very successful. He's like a street guy who went to college and he was working well. Very smart guy. He made his way to be the one of the the CEO for one of the like the most important hedge funds. And he once went to a party, and he was saying hi to everyone, and then he ran into one of his customers, like a billionaire son of a royal family. I don't know, like a super rich guy. And he was like, hey dude, how much money you make last year? And he was like, I don't know, like whatever number. And this guy just replied like, oh my god, that's so small. I think I just made that money today. So the hedge fund guy, he tell the billionaire like, well, probably you made a lot of money, but you know what I have that you may not? I have enough. I have enough. And that's a crazy chapter, because I mean, I'm a business owner. I'm a trader. Uh, in my previous life, I had a corporate job, and I was always looking for more, and I was comparing to other peers. I was comparing to my manager. I was comparing to the director of my branch. I was competing with my friends, and it was crazy because like the competition is against you. It's against you, especially on trading. Competition is against you, and if you want to watch you on someone else's mirror, you won't see your progress. You won't see your progress. So yeah, guys, I really really recommend this book, The Psychology of Money. It has a lot to do with trading, but guys, if for Christmas, if you give this book as a present for someone you care, for someone you love, it's a really great book, because it's not about trading. It's about your relationship, not even with money. It's about your relationship with wealth. All right. So it's a really nice book for you to read, and also to give away as a present for someone. So okay. So that, well, guys, now you know me. I talk a lot on context and everything, and at the end I just give you like my last word. And well, my last word is, I don't like to share my P&L because it has nothing for learning purposes. I prefer to share the return of investment in percentage for my contracts, so you have a better idea of how these setups work, and you can have better expectations. So it doesn't matter if you are trading with $200, $2,000, or $20,000. you will always be thinking on percentages, all right, and that doesn't mess up with your psychology, your mindset, your goals, etc. All right, Marta, finally a solid trade today, 230% on SPX. Wow. Wow. What did you do, Marta? Calls, obviously, right? On this squeeze from previous day low. All right. All right. Over research, got in 315 limit Tesla. All right. We will go to Tesla in a second. Um, A3 agreed, comparison to others does not help, exactly. But knowing what is possible helps make it possible for you. I love it. I love that. The 4 minute mile. Right. All right. Well, guys, that was all for SPY. I mean, later on the day, but like super later on the day, we had this squeeze, really nice squeeze. I wouldn't trust this squeeze until this entry, just like the one that who shared this. Aniket. Yeah. That will be the only opportunity that I will pursue. Or maybe this one because this is actually a nice like a nice entry point. Not here. Yeah, maybe something like this. This is a nice break retest of this area here. Crowded area here. Yeah, so probably this one here after this squeeze, nice reclaim of all these key levels, and then break and retest of high of the day, pre-market high. That was a very nice trade, right? QQQ very similar. He was it was like just barcode mode for the first 40 minutes. It tried to break the 5 minute opening range, but it had this 585.49 key level on the 15-minute chart. Strong key level. It tried once, it tried twice, it tried this third time, and that was my first fake out, and the second one was the actual that had some continuation. As you can see here, this QQQ trade was a little bit clearer, and it actually had like more continuation to the downside than the QQQ. I'm sorry, than the one in SPY. So if you guys were watching SPY and QQQ, probably QQQ had better opportunities here. Also, look at this. I don't know why I choose this here, but I think the right entry point should be the break of previous day low. All right. And then after the squeeze here, maybe this will be like the very first opportunity for entry, and later I think that was the one. All right. Guys, let me go to AMD. AMD was super clear to the downside. Clear break, displacement, retest, 5 minute opening range low, previous day low, all the way to 195. After this entry here, you actually had this second chance on the retest of previous day low. I think I saw someone. I think I saw someone who tried this break and retest of this low of the day, so something like this. Well, he was stopped out like a few candles later, but if you guys tried like the reclaim or the break and retest of this gap, it was also a very nice trade. And then later on the day, it was this break and retest of this low of the day. low of the day, right here, low of the day, break and retest, and all the way to 195. Anyone took AMD? I love AMD to the downside. All right. Amazon. Neto, can you please check 1040 SPY? 1040? Yeah, well, that's exactly what we all wanted, right? The break and retest, previous day low, and continuation to the downside. Yeah, you didn't have too much of displacement here. Actually, you didn't have displacement here. So yeah, if you were looking like these 1040, I think I mean I understand what you tried here, it just didn't have any continuation, right? Amazon crappy price action today inside of the 5 minute opening range for 2 hours. Yeah, nothing to see on Amazon. Nvidia, it was a really nice break and retest of well, actually this took two opportunities. This took two opportunities. The first one it failed, but the second one you can have the break and retest, or you can do two different things here. The 84% rule of this one here, or you can wait. I mean, you could wait for the break and retest of this break retest and drop. Break and retest of this area here. Break and retest of this area here, and then the drop. Right, this was a really nice. This is like this is the start of the break retest boom. I started showing you guys the break retest boom after the head and shoulders, right? Do you remember? Before we identify like better entries or better opportunities. But if you are watching, or if you are looking for extra safe puts plays, this break and retest of the neckline or the battleground zone on head and shoulders, these are the plays that I love. Usually these are like aggressive plays to the downside. Dora Lee, it held pretty good. Good. All right, well, that was Nvidia, guys. Anyone took a trade on Nvidia? Anyone took a trade on Nvidia? I was reading you took a lot of trades on with Jack. This one here, Alex. Yeah, that. Oh, sorry. This one here. Good. It was a loss, right? Did you re-enter later? Good. Nice. All right. Yeah. Well, Nvidia was kind of like kind of clear. Let's go to Tesla, Francine. Let's go to Tesla. Tesla had like a really nice downtrend here, right? Really nice downtrend here. Lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower low. It was super easy today on Tesla, right? You took Francine, you took Tesla 1026 right here. Look at this. Is this last one? Great trade, Francine. How deep you took this 385 maybe. Look at this 385. Profit target 1.5, something like the low of the day mostly. Right. Well, it depends of where was your stop loss, something like here. Where did you set your stop loss and where did you take profits, Francine? Overgreaser 1014. 1014 here. Why did you exit? You were chasing the breakout, right? Francine, stop a little above the body of the candle. Okay. All right. Okay. So yeah, as you can see here, Tesla was kind of clear on the trend to the downside. It was if you compare these to SPY QQQ, can you see how Tesla was weaker than the indices? So you can see here SPY QQQ was going sideways, entirely sideways for the first 40-50 minutes. Sideways, sideways, sideways. However, Tesla was showing weakness with lower highs, lower lows, right? Yeah, so the Tesla was the one with the relative weakness or the most relative weakness from the four that we look mostly, right? Overgreaser, my stop loss was tight, shorted 315, stop 283, then it dropped. Okay. Yeah, you miss it. You miss it like for one or two candles. That's awful. All right, guys. So today, that's all that we had. That's all that we got. For being honest, today was kind of a boring day because this awful price action on the indices. Also, if you are trading the tech names, probably Friday's same day expiration is not for everyone. So after this awful price action on the indices, options contracts they were just like going awfully decreasing on value. So if you guys stay cash, that was a very good decision. If you guys were conservative on the day, that was also a really good decision. So yeah, remember guys, you don't need to trade every day, right? So if you see a day where you are not like convinced of the trend, that you don't like the price action, guys, use it as a reference, close your broker and wait. If you see something worth opening your broker, set your password, choose the contracts and everything. If you see something worth of all of the work of being prepared, go for it. But on Fridays, especially on Fridays, it's really a good idea to have a mechanical stop, right? Like close your broker. If you don't like the price action, if you don't like how the contracts are moving, if you, for example, today, look at this. I was choosing the next strike to the downside. Look at the price, 239. Usually these contracts are half that price. Half that price. What was going on? I don't know. I really don't know. Well, after the sell-off from yesterday, the IV was super high, right? That had the contracts prices very inflated. So yeah, guys, if you don't like the price action, if you don't like the IV, if you don't like how the price of the contracts is moving, guys, close your broker and wait until you find something worth of all of the extra work of opening your broker again. All right, that's always a good idea. That's always a good idea. So go for it. Go for it. You don't need to trade every day. All right. I just want you to to start understanding that. Guys, you have homework for the weekend. All right. Please, please, please work on your journals. Journal all of your trades. Identify how the market was going when you took a trade, how you were running on emotions after, before, during, and after you take the trade. Identify how you manage your positions, if you could do it better, if you need to be more aggressive, if you were very conservative, if you panic sell, if you panic sold, or if you cut your winners too early, you were impatient for your key levels. Journal if you were prepared for your session. Journal if your key levels are actually working for your for your trading personality, for your trading strategy. Journal, 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 because it's on your journal where you will find all of the lessons that the market wants to tell you. But if you don't journal, even I know, guys, I know sometimes it's painful. It's looking at the mirror after a mistake. It's looking at the mirror after letting a green trade turn red. I know sometimes it's painful, but this is when you double down on your effort to squeeze all of the lessons from your journal. You already paid for the lesson. Take the learning. All right. That's it for all. That's all for today, guys. Thank you very much. I promise on Monday, no more mistakes on links, no more mistakes on charts. I'm trying to do my best. I hope that it's being useful for you. Have a great weekend. Remember, next week for some it's a fall break. If you have kids, maybe you will have kids all the week around you with noise. Mommy, I want to go breakfast. Daddy, please help me with my homework. Let's go outside to play. So if you won't have your usual environment for training, take care of your mental capital. If you don't have clarity or like patience for having more people in your house while trading, preserve your mental capital, right? So yeah, guys, remember, well, I will have my kiddos at home, but they don't wake up like until like, well, I don't know, like 11 or yeah, teenagers. So I'm not worried about them. And the little one, he wakes up like very early, but he likes to play outside. So no so much stress for me. But you guys, plan your day. All right, plan your day and prepare for everything. Guys, thank you very much. I love you. Prepare for the week and journal your trades and have a great weekend. Bye bye.